Totem going to be first up over for the team. One as Irska gonna be up first, starting to go for full dodge. It's gonna be full dodge, damage, beast, poisons, everything mixed together. Just a concoction of all these delimitating effects. Trying to see if we can run down Totem mates. Cloak Shadows on for Iskara, trying to see if we can blast him out. Big Thunder, Kidney Shot to follow. Totem blasted out the rogue as he goes in for a vanish. Iskra may be in a bit of trouble. Do they have any flame shucks on him? Maybe? No, just goes in for cheap shots. Wait, maybe turn around onto Totem, unless Totem does not have a Maelstrom. There goes the wall. Iskra, maybe they can go for a stun. Did cheap shot the Shaman earlier, but full trinket. Oh, lost a big LA blast. Catch for a second, I think maybe. Can't go anywhere, does shot a step, but does get put back in the cage. It is going to be Ghost for a second. Oh no, clobbered by the Earth Elemental. That doesn't happen often, but does go down with the boy Vlad gonna be up next. Lexi versus Totem, big kicks to follow him, and Totem blasted out. Boy Vlad wasn't gonna give him a chance. The Shaman came in, just fought a rogue, exhausted of cooldowns. Couldn't really do much about it. Gonna be more to call onto the boy Vlad. Maybe in a bit of trouble. Does have every defensive, so should be okay, but his healing, he definitely needs to start healing himself a lot earlier. Man, monks are just not able to chop themselves off as quickly, aren't they? But he's rotating defenses very early. Karma together with a dampened harm, trying to go for a strike of the Windlord. Dark back for cool class. As he got himself Demon Doggers versus the boy Vlad, got himself a parry, but the Demon Doggers could do a lot of work, a lot of damage. Does have diffuse magic, made to rotate very early. Big kicks back to back. Boy Vlad may be in a bit of trouble. Those pets going for a big bite. The imps. Oh, that is rough. Not best gonna be up next versus the Warlock. Definitely is gonna have to go for the most. Wait, right now he doesn't have the dark bag. This could be the perfect opportunity to make the most damage happen. Does hit the axe toss with the Felguard join in, and the Tyrant, and the Mortar Coil. That's probably gonna be Obelisk on top of it. Not bitch just goes in for a vanish. Big Demon Dog is charging in, lots of damage, big bite, can the Shantical class, he does activate the Obby. Not Biz could be in a bit of trouble, does have evasion to try to dodge some of these pets. That's gonna be big bites out of the Demon Doggers. He doesn't go for a Cloak of Shadows. The man is the one getting the opener onto Cool Class, but the demons do so much damage. He's rotating defenses while he's bursting. Whole time, Cool Class is stun locked in the Kidney Shot. He can't do anything, he can't play the game. And Not Biz is the one rotating defensives while he's locking down Warlock. That's a Warlock gameplay, man. That's a pet gameplay. Full damage out of the Fel Lord with the Demon Doggers. If they go for another bite, that could be very deadly. Not Best could be in very, very trouble. Smoke Bomb, I don't think he can really do much. The Demon Doggers are still on him. Dread Bite can still be deadly. Oh, and the Demon Bolt does take him out. That is a rough one out here. Ego is going to be up next as an Evoker. At least doesn't have to play into a high dampener game this time. Trying to see if I can avoid some of these pets. Looking for a Disintegrate onto Cool Classes. Just trying to see if we can back up out of there. Just scooting out while trying to see if we can beam down Cool Class. Full Demon Dog is charging in though. Egoist may be in a bit of trouble. Trying to give himself a bit of a wall to work with stuff. Root onto all these pets, but I think the Tyrant is just going to get him. Trying to go for a big Dragon's Breath, but the Tyrant may just take him out. Trying to stay with Cool Class as best as he can. Big Fire Breath. Got us, I think, to a rank 2. Got him some big mastery buff wall, but I think it may be over. Looking for a living flame, but Cool Class with all these pets doing work for him. Not giving the men a chance. Axe Toss immediately by in seconds. Felguard. This is where Cool Class thing needs to get all the pets together and try to see if we can maximize the pressure versus Az. As Az got himself plenty of self heals. All these pets empowered. As is going to be an Obelisk, but actually moving away from the Obelisk is going to make this pets a little bit less effective. It's going to be dropping down the big guillotine down. Cool Class getting hit with a Hunt. The Hunt actually is even going to strike some of the pets. So you can cleave down all the pets, the entire demonic army, and get a lot more healing out of it for a limited amount of time. Stun to Cool Class, finally separating the Warlock away from the pets. Cool Class may need to be using defenses here in order to survive it. May use mobility. Going to be Darkness down for Az again. It looks like Az is the one with the advantage here, but he has to press defensive buttons while he's doing damage to Cool. That's going to be Fear before he can pick up Demonic Soul. Did get himself a Blur. Looking for that soul. He's going to be fiending for it right now. Cool Class needs to maximize the damage with all the pets. Picking up the soul. Dark back really quickly. Does get hit with Imprison. This is where the main pet could do a lot of damage. Does go for the board. This way you want to keep the main pet onto Az at all times. He definitely needs to find a way to lock down Az. The man is kind of low on health. Stun. Does have another demon spawning in. Can slay it. Is going to slay it. Axe Toss before he can pick up the soul. Before he can kill. Oh no! No way! He killed him before he could pick up the demonic soul. Are you kidding me? No way. Got ourselves Cool Class over for the team 1. We got Crusade with Last Evoker. A C-Bus going to be first up. Are we going back to the Affliction? What is this Moggy got going on? Just like a normal traveler questing in Dragonflight. That's what you look like. Iskra getting hit with a fear fairly quickly. Seabus attaches a full haunt with another fear, looking to get for full damage. Dodge with Drain Soul. Let's melt it, Iskra. I don't know if the man might have to pop a wall early here. Old Cloak may need one. As he's just melting down right now, it's gonna be my man Seabus trying to see if he can catch them. Actually keeping up with the Rogue. Rogue is off, get a shot. Main to cloak a shot is anyway. The man may be in trouble. Iskra trying to cloak. Main to vanish. I think Iskra decided, you know what, cloak, vanish. I'm just gonna wait until she death. Dark Glare attaching a little bit extra damage towards Iskra, getting a shot onto the Warlock, but Iskra is still melting. Seabus decides to go for a trinket either way. Blind onto Seabus, does not have a trinket. Iskra is still melting down. Dark Glare is still trying to keep him in combat. Iskra could be in big trouble. Does go for a restall for a second. No longer has the stealth shield while he's in stealth. It's just kind of limited on what he can do. And I think he might just melt right now. Hunt. Oh, smoke bomb, but does die in the smoke bomb. As Chicago going to be up next. Elemental Shaman charging out, trying to get some dots from Seabus. Big lava burst to follow. Massive ascendance. Quick fear by Seabus. Looking for a quick hunt. That's going to be a root down. So Chicago wants to keep him in play. Locked Lasso with a fire elemental just joining in. Lava burst to follow. Chicago may just have him here. Next lava burst could be very deadly. Trying to go for Shadow Fury. Does get interrupted. Seabus needs some survivability. Goes for a quick fear on Chicago. Earthshock to follow. Interrupt. Lava burst potentially could do the play. One lava burst doesn't get the procs he needs though. And Seabus does get himself a shield. Chicago looking for a bit of recovery. Locked the lasso around the corner. Seabus had no help whatsoever. That shield is the only thing that's keeping him alive right now. Definitely needs to go for some kind of a play in order to get himself back up to full. Lava Burst does get feared out. Hunt by Seabus. Looks like he's going to get full douse in Chicago. Definitely needs to go for a full drain if possible. Dark Glare joining in. Chicago's limited amount of health he can really work with. Big drain going to get interrupted. Chicago may just be able to take him down, but it's taking lots of damage. Seabus does get himself dark back at the last second. No help whatsoever. Chicago is melting down to dust. The Dark Glare is on him. So Chicago is actually trying to be super careful with this. Trinket out of the lasso. So Seabus needs to go for a drain. Wall. Drain. Looking for a full recovery. There's no way this man is going to go for full recovery. Another drain onto Chicago. As they're fighting through the dots, no way Seabus has turned it around onto this Elemental Shaman. Affliction Warlock. As long as you maintain the dots idea, you're just under a ton of pressure. Reflect up for Seabus. Dark Glare to follow. Wall this off. Do they just commit damage and just try to make a play, or do you keep playing defensive? Because I think eventually those dots that you play defensively eventually will wear you out. The mana and the dampening is just a tough choice. It's going to be Earth Elemental that does fall apart. Chicago losing out for the extra health, but that's going to be all the dots with the Battle Master Trinket stopping him in place. Not Biz going to be up next as a rogue. Just watch Seabus use all of his offensive cooldowns. Wait, I was going to say for a second, who's another person walking next to you? I see another Warlock charging. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Gonna be a quick hunt onto Not Biz. Full dots around him. Quick fear to follow. Drain right after. Not Biz. Maybe looking at the Cloak of Shadows. Those dots are going to be ramping up on him. Big drains all around the corner. It's going to add over shadow damage. The extra pressure onto Not Biz. Definitely needs to have a go over Seabus. Especially if he can go for an interrupt. There goes the full dot. Seabus does end up getting himself a full dark pact either way though. Hunt, this way you have to go a little bit earlier. Not Biz does go for advantage, but the dots are already set in on you. Trying to go for as much self healing as you can. Looking for recovery. Not Biz trying to make a bit of a damage play. Fear, if you can get an interrupt on those fears, you'll be in a fantastic spot. Fantastic spot. But Not Biz, I don't know if he's gonna be able to even live long enough to achieve that. Rogue trying to see if he can stop Seabus for a second. Another shield back up. Get a shot onto the rogue. As Seabus, all he's done is just reapply some of these dots. And those dots gonna take you down? I feel like they might. Wait, I think it's over. Oh my goodness. All that damage. You have to have an earlier go. You have to go quick. The longer you wait, the harder it's gonna be for you to make a return. Az gonna be up next. Trying to see if we can just swipe right through Seabus. He got him to reflect. Maybe he can interrupt someone. Wait, reflect no longer interrupts the wait. You can't reflect and kick anymore? Did it purge reflect and kick you? Is that what happened? Seabus has to get himself big drains though. Looking for a full recovery. Trying to see if he can recover. Fear onto Az. He does have a trinket for it. Walls up for Seabus. Does have a dark pack very soon. Fear as Az trying to go for a big hunt. Seabus just trying to go for as much dots as possible. I don't know if he's got any more mobility or anything. Got himself the smallest shield ever. And that's going to be full dots on Az. Does go for a big port. Looking for a big drain. Az is slowed down to just a complete crawl, but is able to finally kind of float over to Seabus. Does get to slay him. The dots are still rolling on him. Could be in trouble. Az is surrounded by the demons, though. He had a good run against the Affliction, but he did get corrupted. Just couldn't shake off some of that damage or Affliction, and it just got transferred over from one Warlock into the next. A skill class still has a full army of demons, all legs up kind of out in the middle of the arena, but as that boy Vlad pops himself out in the open, all these pets are surrounding him. The Felger just goes in, dropping his weapon, just goes in, punching and kicking. Skill class got Demon Dog is in, big stun. I think it's over, maybe, yeah? Is it? My God, try to go for a heal at the end. but it is over. Jesus Christ, the Warlocks, man, are just so nutty. What is this? Warlocks are dominating right now. C-Boss, why are you healing so much? I guess the Dark Pack by itself, yeah? My goodness. Warlock as a class just dominates in beta. I really do wonder if we'll see like a blue post next to it like, hey, Dark Pack.